It's one of those travel things. It happens. Get over it, David. Good day, festival travellers, and welcome back. After our little trip to Cholula in the last video, I'm back in Puebla, literally for a couple of hours before I get the bus to Oaxaca. So we're going to take a little look around, and also later in this video, we're going to talk about bus travel in Mexico. Let's go. So, welcome to Puebla. I'm going to level with you. I am exhausted, I'm tired, my leg muscles are killing me, my feet are all blistered. I'm really not in the mood to be talking to the camera. So I'm just going to show you some sights from Puebla with a little bit of information on the screen, so that if you come to Puebla you have a bit of information. Wonderful. And this might actually be a good thing because you won't have to look at my ugly face for the majority of this video. I'll see you later. Okay, I'm back near my Airbnb. I think you'll agree, Puebla is very beautiful. Lots of colourful buildings, like the one behind me, lots of churches, cathedrals, shopping, things like that. I only really went to the Zocalo area, which is like the centre of town, which is a great place to go in the evening. It becomes very lively, there's lots of bars, restaurants, that sort of thing. Now, two things you might want to try when you're here are Mole Poblano and Cemitas. These are two Mexican dishes that originate in Puebla. One of them, mole, is basically sauce. Lovely. Yes, mole is basically sauce, and Cemitas is, okay, when I look at it, it looks like a burger to me. It's basically got avocado, that sort of thing. There's so many places you can eat these things. Just look around and see Cemitas everywhere. Mole Poblano, very popular. I have to be quick because there's copyrighted music in the background once again. Shush! So my Airbnb is just above this restaurant which sells those things that I just said about. Let's go and show you my Airbnb. So here we are. I'm a bit out of breath because I've just walked up 3 flights of stairs. Look at this place. Let me go over here because the lighting, I mean, it's not better. But yeah, it's basically like a loft apartment, which is awesome. Very inexpensive. It was about £8 British a night. This is my room. Where's the light? There we go. Obviously, I've already moved out. I'm leaving any moment now. And before we head to the bus station, I just want to mention one thing about Puebla. I love Puebla. It's so different from Mexico City, firstly in terms of the size, but also it's a lot more homely and local, if you know what I mean. I love cities, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I could live in Mexico City. And I've said before, being a digital nomad, traveling long term, working online, that sort of thing, I really want to find a base, somewhere to base myself in going forward, where I can do trips for YouTube. And Puebla is probably the first place that I've found in a while, actually ever, that I would consider living here for maybe 6 months, because I can do on a tourist visa, effectively. But yeah, Puebla's lovely. So it's very touristy as well. So if you are in Mexico City, it's 2 hours on the bus. You can do, effectively you could do a day trip. I would advise staying a bit longer because there is a lot more to see. Like I said in the last video when I went to Cholula, that is pretty much a whole day you can spend there, which I did, and then you can just explore Puebla, eat local food, that sort of thing. I'm off to Oaxaca now, so the food I mentioned, mole and things like that, I will be trying some food like that in Oaxaca because I'm there for about 5 to 6 days, so I've got a lot more time. So enough with that, let's talk about how to get the bus in Mexico. I need to get an Uber to the bus station. Okay, welcome to Kapu bus station in Puebla. So I've done lots of videos before, particularly in Japan. If you are new to this channel, you might not have seen them, where I talked about bus travel in Japan, and it can be slightly difficult there, but how is it in Mexico? Is bus travel a good way to travel in Mexico? The answer is yes, basically. Now, I got a bus from Mexico City to Puebla. It's pretty easy. You don't really need to book ahead, because generally just arrive a couple of hours before, or even an hour before. In fact, the last bus was 10 minutes before, and I got a seat, so they're not particularly full up. This may be because it's the middle of the week, I don't know, but it's very easy. Just come here. The company I use is AU. I'm not sure if they're the best company to use, but they're the ones I used last time. They seem to be okay. The only thing about bus travel in Mexico is that compared to a lot of things in Mexico that are quite inexpensive, I think bus travel is quite expensive. So my ticket to Oaxaca from Puebla is 436 pesos. Obviously there might be other companies that are cheaper, but I haven't really looked around, to be honest, so I probably would advise to do a bit of research, which I haven't done. Yeah, that's that. The other thing I wanted to mention was about bus travel versus air travel. So Mexico is a big country, let's face it, and I probably underestimated the size of it, because I was originally going to get a bus from Oaxaca to Mérida, which I think is about 22 hours, 15 hours, something like that. It's a long time, basically. So is it worth it, paying a little bit less just to sit on a bus for that long? No, it's probably not. You know, I'm getting a flight from Oaxaca to Mérida next week, and it is, I think it was about $100, something in that region. That's quite cheap, quite inexpensive, and it's only a couple of hours. You know, it's not going to be dying on a bus for however many hours it is. So yeah, you might want to think about plane travel, especially if it's a domestic flight, travelling from, say, where I'm going, Oaxaca, to the Yucatan. Wonderful. I've got 2 hours now. It's 2 hours until my bus, so I'm going to chill for a bit. Okay, I'm at the gate. Sorry about the noise, there's something going on behind me. Basically, you find your puerta, Servicio Directo, like the one behind me. As you can see, it doesn't have Oaxaca on it, so I had to ask the woman at the desk. Hopefully this is the one. I can only assume that that's the end destinations of Oaxaca, maybe as a stop off, I don't know, we'll find out. It's time to get on the bus. I don't understand the announcements in Spanish, obviously, but it's near the time, so I just wandered outside and saw the sign up there that says Oaxaca on it, and also it's on the front of the bus, so it's very simple. Let's get on the bus. Okay, fast forward a few hours. This is not my Airbnb. I'm going to go to bed and I'll tell you in the morning of my catastrophic trip on the bus. Yes, Mexico bus travel is not good. Good morning and welcome to Oaxaca. I had a bit of a drama last night, as you have just seen. So basically, despite the bus meant to be going to Periferico bus station, which was on my ticket. As you can see now, it actually went to Santa Rosa, which is about half an hour walk away from there. As a result, my battery died on the way walking to my Airbnb. I thought I'd memorised exactly where it was, but it turns out that the road is actually called something else in real life. So in the end, I was just walking around for about an hour, and in the end, I found a cheap-ass hotel, which had a sink hanging off the wall. The shower was cold, it didn't even have a light in the shower. So basically, fantastic. This is one of those travel things. It happens. Get over it, David. My Airbnb's up there, I think. Let's go. So the good news is I found the road. It turns out it is actually called that. I don't know what's going on. And the funny thing was, I walked down this road last night, but because it was dark, I couldn't see that sign. 103, that's what I'm looking for. Amazing. I'm here, and look who I'm with. Meow. We've got a cat. I'm going to call it Tiddles. I don't know what the real name is. Beautiful cat. Hello. Meow. Amazing. I'm finally here. The catastrophe is over. Yes. Meow. Tiddles. Meow. Okay, so the cat's gone away. I don't know where the cat's gone. So is Mexican bus travel a good option? Yes, it's pretty much your only option, to be honest. What were the buses like? Pretty standard, basic, legroom, okay. I'm about 5'10", 5'11". It was okay, basically, and there's a lot of seats empty. The bus wasn't really full, and the last one I got wasn't full either. The thing that could help is to have plugs on the seats. I know I'm being a first world traveller and a travel snob, but that's what this channel's about. I need to have a plug so I can charge things while I'm on the bus. And then maybe I would have found my Airbnb last night. So never mind, this video's gone on for longer than I expected. Just to give you an idea of the realities of Mexican bus travel, it's not always perfect. In fact, any bus travel isn't perfect. Lovely. Next up, we're going to have a look around Oaxaca. Fantastic. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. What's your experience of bus travel in Mexico? Tell me your stories down below. I'll catch you later.